Good morning, boys and girls. For today's lesson, it would be good for you to have a piece of paper and a pencil, something to write with. I'm using a pen just so I can write on my paper and it'll be dark enough for you to read. Okay? So, let's get started. Um, when I'm writing, I can write using um, using my ideas. And this page has given us some things to use as an idea. Okay, so I have a tent, I have a sleeping bag, roast, he's holding something near a flame, marshmallow, flashlight, and night. Okay, these are things that we can use. You don't have to, but they are things that you can use to tell progression. This is first, next, then last, and then it's got some words on here that give us reminders of what good sentences start with. And this is the first sentence we start, and we are away from the beginning of the page. So we indent, start away from the little bit, and make sure that we have a capital at the beginnings of our sentences. We have periods that go at the ends of our sentences. We have spaces in between the words. And if we're trying to figure out words, we can stretch them. We can figure out words by doing the sounds. Okay? So when I look at this, I have a tent, a sleeping bag, roast, marshmallow, flashlight, and night. So all of those remind me of something. And I look at the picture that they started for us, and it looks like this is a picture of outside, moon and stars and clouds. So it looks like this is a picture that started of a person that's about to camp. Okay? So if we were going to write about this using these ideas, I might start by telling what this paragraph, what these sentences are about. Okay? So I'm going to indent and I'm going to say with a capital, to camp, right? That's what we started. That's what we said this was all to do. To camp, you need, and I'm going to say a tent. Now you can just write along with me. If you see extra sentences that you want to write or extra ideas, you can. To camp, you need a tent. Then my period is here. That's the end of this sentence. I can start writing my next sentence here. Now you see, I automatically put spaces in between my words. That's what we were working on in the classroom. I hope you remember that. I put a space and then I start on the line where my last sentence ended, as long as there's still room. Okay? So I've talked about the tent. Let's talk about the sleeping bag next. It's the beginning of a sentence. I do a capital letter. You can, and what do we do in a sleeping bag? We sleep. You can sleep in a sleeping bag. Okay, it's giving you the words here so we can write it. Okay, to camp, you need a tent. You can sleep in a sleeping bag. That's the end of my sentence. Who can do it? You. What can you do? You can sleep in a sleeping bag. Okay, let's go to the next part. If I said to camp, you can sleep in, you need a tent, you can sleep in a sleeping bag, I can say then. See, I'll use one of these. Then you can, oh, and I'm going to use this word here, roast. And what do you roast? Marshmallows. Okay. Then you can roast marshmallows. I still put my spaces in between words. I started my next sentence after the end of the sentence before. This is our transition. I can use then. You can roast marshmallows. Who can do it? You can. What can you do? Roast marshmallows. Okay. If I tell who and what, that's a sentence. When you go camping, my family and I, we go camping a lot, and I can use these these two ideas in one sentence. So let's see. I could say it is dark at night. Right? I used night. It is dark at night. So you will need and my last idea, flashlight. Okay. So let's read through this. To camp, you need a tent. You can sleep in a sleeping bag. Then you can roast marshmallows. It is dark at night, so you will need a flashlight. Okay. Now, if you've ever gone camping, you could add more details to this paragraph. In the classroom, I might ask, can we write about princesses? Well, that wouldn't fit with all of these sentences. This is about camping, tent, sleeping bag, marshmallows, roasting, flashlight at night. All of these things have to do with camping. So I wouldn't want to talk about princesses or race cars or something that didn't go with these sentences. We need to only talk about one idea on each page where we're writing about something. Okay? So at home, maybe you could draw a picture that goes with this, with our paragraph, with our sentences that go with our ideas that they gave us. So you can do that. And if you can figure out how to take a picture and share it with me, I would love it. All right. So later in the week, we will talk some more about other sentences and other ways that we can make our sentences great. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day.